Hey everyone, Michael Tatlock back here again with another review. This time it's for Of Unknown Origin, covering up the name here, Blu-ray release from Scream Factory. Of Unknown Origin, it's a film that I've always seen the cover of, and I just never really knew what it was about. I never looked into it, never read the synopsis of it. It was just a film that I remember seeing the cover, thinking maybe it's a domestic abuse movie, maybe it's some sort of creature monster film. But no, it's not actually. It turns out it's a movie about a rat. Yeah. The story has Peter Weller, Robocop, who is living in this, what do they call him? It's brownstone flat, and he renovated the whole building. He's married to Shannon Tweed, who is smoking hot in this film. Dear jumping Jupiter. She's not in it a lot, but I'll get into that. So he's renovated this brownstone flat in New York, also known as Montreal. It's a Canadian-American combination-made film. They filmed it in Montreal, Canada, Quebec. And he, in the brownstone flat, his wife, Shannon Tweed, goes away to visit her father with their son, and that she's only in the beginning of the movie, and then in a couple kind of like hallucinations, and every time they talk to each other over the phone, it always shows her doing some sort of rich, snotty thing, like, I don't know, like, or like some sort of, they're just basically showing off her body, which, you know, God bless them, right? She's either swimming with a bikini on, well, not a bikini, but a kind of one-piece kind of thing with her nipples showing, or she's in the most 80s tennis outfit ever, or she's in a hallucination where she's getting all down and dirty. You see a little bit of her breast in a shower scene at the beginning, but she's barely in the movie. But Peter Weller's character, who is Bart, executive. He's a Wall Street executive, Bart Hughes, and he is home alone in his brownstone flat. And he's a banker guy for Big Bank America, and he is, you don't really need to know what job he has. All you need to know about his job is that he has a deadline that he needs to meet in 2 weeks, and there's competition. He's going to lose a job, or he's going to lose this big payout kind of thing if he doesn't get it done. So he needs to focus hard on that deadline. And unfortunately, he gets his house gets a rat in it, and this is not just some normal rat. This is not just like a little tiny rat, little cute little thing. No, this is a monster, giant monstrosity of a rat. It's huge, and it takes a little bit before you get to know that it is a rat. Like, there's a little kind of, I don't understand it, but there's like beginning of the scenes where like he's walking around the house and there's this big shadow behind him, and then as he turns around, the shadow disappears. Don't entirely know what they were doing with that because it's just a rat, but the rat is super smart, and it like knows how to like destroy things that he loves, and it basically becomes like a man versus rat story where he just becomes obsessed about the rat. It's there's like, he's reading a book and it's Moby Dick, the search for the white whale kind of thing. That's his quest. He becomes consumed by it. He needs to destroy this rat. And basically that's the film. It's just him trying to kill the rat, and the rat's doing all these like crazy things. And it's actually pretty funny. Like, there's actually a lot of funny stuff in the film. Like, you're gonna laugh at a few things here and there. And there's also some like, not so scary, but like, I don't know, like the rat attacks, you know, occasionally there's a little bit of blood and you're like, ooh. And there's no one, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but no one actually dies in the film. There's no actual killings in the film, unless you count a cat, which was kind of unfortunate. But yeah, so that is the film. That is Of Unknown Origin. The name, it's called Of Unknown Origin because in the film he's researching rats, and the dictionary definition is rat of unknown origin. You don't know where it came from, kind of thing. Yeah, so it's a horror film, but kind of a funny film. And Peter Weller just has a blast in it. Like, he's just over the top acting. It's just, honestly, that's the best way to describe it. It's just a fun film. It is only 89 minutes. It was made in 1983. And yeah, and like I said, Shannon Tweed's in it a little bit. She's actually introduced. It's like introducing Shannon Tweed in the credits. She was in a couple soap operas before that, but this is like her first movie. Okay, so that is the movie, and you can tell that I really enjoyed the movie. So, the Blu-ray from Scream Factory. It has a new 2K scan from the interpositive. Once again, interpositive, it's like the negative or something. I don't know what interpositive means. I keep looking it up. After I talk about a movie and say interpositive, and then I say I don't know what it means, I go and look it up. I go, oh, that's what it means, and then I completely forget. Anyway, the movie looks amazing. That's all you need to know. I don't notice any dirt and debris or any problems like that. It also has a DTS HD Master Audio Mono. The attack scenes with the rad and like the screeching, super freaking loud. Like, whoa, I was like turning down the volume. But then there's a couple dialogue scenes where it's kind of low, and then I'm like, ugh, turn it back up. And then occasionally it comes back to the rat thing, and you almost get like this, it's so loud, you almost get this distortion happening, but it's nothing super distracting. Just know that maybe occasionally while you're watching a movie, you might have to turn it up and down. As for special features, we have an older audio commentary with director George P. Cosmatos and actor Peter Weller. I believe this was probably something that was included on a DVD release. It is an older feature. The new features are interviews with executive producer Pierre David, who talks about the making of the film, and screenwriter Brian Taggart, who talks about adapting, because this is based on a book called The Visitor by Chauncey G. Parker III, and he just talks about adapting it into the screenplay. And then it's funny enough, it's not listed on the back, but there is an interview with Luis Del Grande, who is the guy that's in Scanners, gets his head blown off. He's in the movie as like the maintenance man next door to the brownstone building, and Peter Weller's character kind of goes over and gets some help from him occasionally. He has an interview where he talks about Of Unknown Origin and Scanners. It's not listed on the back for some reason. Most of those range from anywhere to 14-17 minutes. And then we have a theatrical trailer and a still gallery. And this is the cover, which I talked about earlier. And there actually isn't a flip. All there is on the back is just Peter Weller with his like awesome hammer thing. And then behind the disc is, yeah, it's just a scene from the film. Just him destroying. It's so hilarious. Like near the end of the film, he just goes so crazy, like trying to kill this rat. And he just destroys shit, like crazy. It's to the point where he's just breaking stuff to break stuff. He's going around his house and he's like, the rat's not even there, and he's like, boom, he smashes a mirror, and he's like, what's a mirror? The rat's in the mirror? It doesn't make sense. Another cool thing you should try to do with Unknown Origin is watch the movie, but pretend the rat is not real. Just pretend there actually is no rat. And then when you actually watch it, it's basically a movie about a man who's just going absolutely insane. That's it. Like, just pretend there's no rat. It would just make it a hilarious movie. So yeah, so that is Of Unknown Origin. A really great film. A lot of fun. Pretty cool. Kind of sad that I waited so long to see it, but, you know, I'm happy that I finally seen it. And like I said, Shannon Tweed, man. Oh, man. God, she's so hot. Like, it's kind of sad she's not in the movie more. Like, I mean, yeah, Peter Weller, he's a good-looking man, but Shannon Tweed, mamacita. So yeah, definitely pick it up. I recommend it wholeheartedly. So that's it. So my son is napping, so I am actually gonna go take a nap as well because I am freaking old. I'm gonna be turning 35, like in a couple weeks. I'm so old. Time for a nap. Thanks for watching.